You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Show Off, man. Um, Closure 2 is out now and available for purchase at redbreedent.com or rapbread.com. Make sure you go and purchase that VOD. That event was amazing. But that's not the topic of this video today. The topic of this video is what is too far and where do you draw the line between clickbait, shock value people, and people who really believe in the message that they're saying that they stand for. For those that don't know, a video was released on Charleston White pulling a firearm on DJU during an interview. Now, everybody knows that Charleston White is a character, to say the least. You know, some people would say he's the black version of Trump. Some people would say a lot of different things, you know, mainly because he says and does things that are outside of the norm of what we are used to people saying publicly. Now, DJU brings up a topic based on the disrespect that Charleston White has displayed when it comes to some of the dead rappers from Chicago. King Von, along with other rappers who are now deceased. Rest in peace to those young brothers. Now, we understand that when it comes to violence in impoverished areas in the ghettos, that a lot of it is systemic. And then other parts of it are passed down beefs, generational beefs. Not making excuses for anything, but if you're really gonna speak on the violence that happens there, speak on the causes of the violence. You know, everything started from the first domino falling. So you have to always look back to understand why things are the way they are. Now, Charleston White goes forward and says, F those dead ends. F those dead ends. At the end of the day, I'm the one that's helping their mamas. I'm the one helping their mamas with car notes. You know, and then he goes on further to call those dead guys mothers B's and H's, you know. Now, I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. Very impoverished, very hood neighborhood, you know. It can be deadly. Everybody knows that. That's in Brownsville. Brownsville is in Brooklyn, New York. It's definitely one of the most notorious places, you know, where things go down. And regardless of what stance a person takes to attack the innocent that are involved in the situation, you know, it's just wrong. After saying, I'm advocating for those mamas, forget those guys, forget them dead corpses, forget them. After saying stuff like that, it goes from that to calling them B's and H's. So you really don't got respect for them. You can't say you did this out the kindness of your heart, or you never refers to these women that are innocent in the entire situation as these terms. You wouldn't label them with these terms, you know. And then to further go and say F Chicago, an entire area where, you know, I don't know if he has a death wish. I don't know if he has some kind of mental instability. You know, I don't know what it is that he has, but it's destructive, and I feel like it's going to wind up leading to his downfall. You know, because one thing for sure, two things for certain, we are not only held accountable for what we know, we're held accountable for what we don't know. And every place on the planet has a line in the sand. Every camel's back got a straw that can break it. You know, I feel like he's just somebody who never really got attention, and then he realized how how the internet goes. You say the opposite of what everybody else expects you to say, you become viral. You know, and I think that's the wave he's riding, and I think it's becoming more and more extreme because it's taking more and more for him to become viral and relevant. But to pull out a firearm and cock a firearm, ready to do whatever it is you portraying that you're ready to do to people that look like you. In that footage, I saw nothing less than a house in. I don't really know how the monetization and things like that go, so I'm not sure really what I can't say, but I see a house in, not a field in. You know what I mean? I see a Black Klansman. That's what I see when I see him. I see somebody who is willing to cause destruction and become the exact same thing that he swears he's advocating against for the sake of a viral moment. But it was just so many different, it was wrong on so many levels. You know what I'm saying? And I really do blame social media. Not being funny, but I blame social media when guys like this are allowed to go viral. It's so many amazing things going on and being done by our people. Yet, these are the type of things that one day, and one day soon, hopefully, we'll put the same energy into the more amazing things that are happening with our people out here. You know what I mean? I implore everybody who has a platform, that has a large following, I implore y'all, stop booking interviews with Charleston White. Allow him to fade away. He's a cancer. He's a cancer to our people, and he's a cancer to the message that's portrayed to the world. He doesn't speak on any of the amazing things that come out of the hoods and the ghettos. He literally goes on rants to glorify and magnify the negative things that happen there. When it's not even comparable, there's way more amazing things happening in these ghettos than are being publicized. He's part of the problem. Because what the media covers, the world perceives. Okay? I implore y'all, stop doing it. There are platforms that literally interview younger inner city Black kids who are raised in these impoverished areas that have real life beef, literally to appropriate, cultural appropriation at its best. They want to get y'all on these platforms. They want to get y'all to start talking about stuff that the world is not supposed to know about. And the saying goes, what happens in the house stays in the house. That's the house. But they want to get y'all to come up there and talk about it, even though they know that you publicly talking about it can lead to your death. We've seen it. You know what I'm saying? So I really, really, really feel like, to everybody who has a platform that has numbers, please, please, please stop interviewing Charleston White. Just stop. Let him disappear. Because he will disappear. The minute y'all stop booking those interviews, he will disappear. The internet, y'all are the new news. Y'all are the new news. Sacrifice that light check that you're going to get for his footage, man. Sacrifice that. Y'all numbers are up already. There's plenty of stuff you can talk about. Allow him to disappear, though. Allow him to vanish. I mean, why not? Y'all did it with Kanye. He ain't pulled a pistol on nobody. Y'all did, I did it to him, and he didn't directly try to assault nobody. He didn't insult nobody's dead relatives. He didn't insult anybody's living mothers. So if y'all can do it with him, y'all can definitely do it with somebody like Charleston White, man. Subscribe to the channel. Like the content. Dislike the content. Leave a comment, though. Let me know your views and your perspective on the situation, man. Yeah, tell a friend to tell a friend. Share and share alike. Again, Closure 2 is out now. And yeah, purchase that VOD. RareBreedENT.com or RapGrid.com. It was definitely a movie, definitely worth it. We got to do better.